5 people watching this video right now is about to win any permanent fruit you guys want on Haze season. All you guys gotta do is hit that subscribe button, drop a like, turn on them post bell notifications, and watch the video all the way through. Haze has a lot of different builds that you guys can do, and we're gonna discuss those builds in this video. So with that being said, let's get into the video. So as you guys see, we're max level, and we've currently reset our stat points, and they have combat, they have defense, they have sword, and they have now you're allowed to max out 3 different stats. So let's just say hypothetically multiple builds you can do. 1, there's the glass cannon build, as in sheer damage. There's the hybrid build, which is my favorite, and that's what I'm going to teach you here. It definitely involves accessories. And then 3, there's just like the tank build that does a little bit of everything, but realistically the main 2 builds that you guys are going to want to go for is the glass cannon, which is sheer damage, and the hybrid build, which is the funnest. Okay, so with that being said, let's talk about that. Let's talk about basic glass cannon. We're gonna grab 4,800 points. I'm gonna put it into defense. Doesn't matter. You want max defense regardless of what you're doing. Nothing more, nothing less. You want max. Okay, so then that gives us 9,600 points. So let's just go like a basic build. Like if you were a new player, let's just do what a new player would do. That's exactly what a new player would do, unless you're a sword user. So let's go ahead and check out our damage real quick. So we're just gonna go ahead and hit a melee. As you guys see, good damage, good damage, good damage. However, for our swords, let's let me grab the dual dark blade real quick. For the swords, as you guys see, we don't do no damage because we have no points in our swords. However, we do have points in our fruit. As you guys can see, let me kill these guys real quick. All right, now with that being said, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. So that's just what basic people would do. Now for the ones that don't care about fruit, they're gonna grab sword. And again, melee, sword, and fruit. Cool. This isn't a combo video, this is just a stat guide. So yeah, this is also a basic thing that people will do. Oh hey, I like using swords, and then rather than fruits, I want to be a swordsman. I want to be the best swordsman in the game. Very common, extremely basic. Now guys, let's go ahead and adapt to the fun stuff. Let's talk about hybrid builds. Hybrid builds involve a lot of things. Hybrid builds involve accessories. Now also glass cannon builds can use accessories as well to, you know, give you more enhancements and stuff like that. And there's a lot of accessories in games, like the night necklace increases your sword damage by plus 15%, which is crazy a lot. And since we have our points in sword right now, let's just show you the comparison. So basic 1,097 damage per hit. Now if we go ahead and grab the night necklace and then hit equip, we'll do 15% more damage and also have 2,500 bonus HP. As you guys can see, instead of doing 2,097, we do 2,400, which is actually a really big leap. That's 15% more damage. Okay, so you guys can already see what it does. You feel me? What it does. Now also plus 15 combat damage, plus 5,000 HP. That's for more like tank builds. The more HP you have, the more you're not going to die. You feel me? So let's just look through these real quick, because we're gonna see if there's any more that give sword damage. Yeah, right here, sword damage. Boom. No, it has to be a hat. Oh, right here, sword damage. Boom. There we go. Night hat, sword damage, and it also gives HP. So now we're doing 25% more damage. So instead of 2,400, we do 2,674 per hit. Very simple. Very simple. Accessories definitely make your build a lot more busted. But let's go ahead and refund stats. Let's go ahead and take off our accessories, and let's talk about hybrid builds. Okay, hybrid builds is a lot of work, because let me show y'all something. When you max out combat, the max stamina you can have is 440. That's all you can get is 440. So we're gonna refund that. So if you don't plan to use fighting styles, okay, what I would suggest is put 400 points into combat. That's gonna put your stamina to 440, which is the max. You don't need no more. If you need more stamina, you're gonna get it from your accessories. But then what you can do is you wanna max out your defense, guaranteed. And then you have 9,200 points to play with for your sword and your fruit. And this is when things get fun, because let's say hypothetically, oh, I have the electric fruit, I want to spam, or oh, even better, I use the Phoenix fruit and I want to use Phoenix form and like Griffin or Dark Blade V2 or etc. and so forth, free sword style. Well, now you can, and you'll do a crazy damage as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the store real quick, and before I even put the points in, we're gonna go ahead and grab Phoenix, because it only makes sense to show you the true potential of what you guys can actually do for PvE, but also PvP. And then we're gonna grab our stat points, and let's just say hypothetically we want to put 4,800 points in a sword, because our sword's gonna be our main source of damage. And then we're gonna put 4,400 points in a fruit, which is only 400 off from it being maxed out. Okay, so with that being said, we have a lot of skills we can fight with the fruit, but on top of that, we can use our swords as well. And this goes for any fruit that you guys plan to use. It doesn't have to be surely Phoenix, but this is just one of the best combos in the game, is Phoenix and any sword that you guys think that you guys want to use, preferably Griffin. Griffin busted as hell. Let's go ahead and let me go ahead and show y'all something. So boom, fruits on, we can use swords, and as y'all see, damage is crazy. Damage is crazy. Damage is crazy, and you can just spam. Just like that. It's extremely simple. Extremely simple. So let's hold on. Let's go ahead and kill this guy real quick, and let's go ahead and put on some accessories to also increase your experience. So let's just say you're using the hybrid method, and you're using sword and fruit, but you want to do more damage in your melee or something like that. That's when you'll go through your accessories and you'll do what you need to do. You'll get what you need to get to increase that damage. Now look at this. All damage increased by plus 10%. This goes for your sword, this goes for your melee, and this also goes for your fruit. Me personally, I like the accessories that do all damage, because as a hybrid build, that's what you want. However, if your main course of attacking is going to be your sword, then you want, again, to get all accessories that work for you. And this is where the game comes clutch, because every update they drop crazy new accessories. Like last update they dropped was Emperor Cape, and I think it was Dominus Messer, 2,500 more HP and 15% more combat damage. We don't need to use that because we're not using combat. We have 400 points into our stat points for combat. So what we are gonna do is we're gonna grab Emperor Cape, and then with Emperor Cape on, it gives us an additional hockey dodge, all damage plus 7.5, and we get 200 more stamina. So you'll end up with 640 instead of 440. And then we need to find a hat accessory that also helps us out. So again, that's for all damage. Now you could hypothetically use the night hat and get more sword damage and then more HP, or again, observation dodge plus more stamina. You don't really need speed. Let's be honest. You don't need speed. Let me find something. Plus 5,000 HP if you need more HP. If you die a lot, hey, more HP the merrier. More HP the merrier. Now, this is also a good one. Venom Crown. Plus 5% healing. The speed is kind of mid. Special Venom walking passive as well. Let's go ahead and talk about where's it at? Plus 45% more stamina, sword damage, etc. and so forth. These accessories really don't matter. It's all about these. It's all about these. It's all about these. So let's just say we have the Emperor cape on and we want to put on the Dominus Messer as well. We're doing two forms. We have the Emperor with the plus 75% more damage, plus 200 more stamina, and we get another hockey dodge. And then with the Dominus on, we get plus 15 more combat damage. Again, we don't need this, but it is one of the new accessories. But what we're not going to do is use this because our combat don't do no damage. Combat don't do no damage. So we're not going to use that. You want to use the accessories that work with your build. So nothing really for combat damage. Like for instance, the Sea Beast Helmet V2, the Observation Hockey Dodge is something you need. The more dodges you have, and it gives you more stamina. So my go-to is I use Emperor Cape, and I either use Sea Beast Helmet, or very rarely I'll use the Golden Pumpkin Mask if you have it. If you don't, you're kind of cooked. Yeah, it does what it does. So that's gonna be my build right there. And then when I turn on my observation, I have 9 dodges. 9 dodges. Then on top of that, let's just say hypothetically you don't want to use Emperor Cape and just have all damage boosted. That means, oh snap, 2254, 1931, and about 400 per hit. Let's just say you don't want to do any of that. So we're gonna unequip the Emperor Cape, and we're gonna equip the Knight Necklace, which is Sheerly Sword. Okay, and then we're also gonna equip the Knight Hat, which again is Sheerly Sword. So you're getting 27.5%, and you're also getting about, I think it's 4,000 more HP with both of those on. Okay. Now, our sword does tremendous damage. Tremendous damage. And hypothetically, PvP is very simple. PvP in this game is very unbalanced. So all you need, and this goes for everybody watching the video, put 400 points in your combat. If you don't want to max out your defense, you don't have to, because what you can do is this. You can do 400 in combat, then what you can do is 4400 into defense, and then that gives you the option since it's only 400 points to go max sword and max fruit. Then you can mix match it with the accessories to make up for the defense, or you can go sheer glass cannon and again max out your damage and be doing tremendous amounts of damage. Let's just switch swords to Griffin, because you know Griffin just came out. As y'all see, tremendous amounts of damage, and in PvP you'll 100% 3-shot people. You'll 3-shot people. Getting bounty is going to be extremely easy. Now, with that being said, if this video guys helped you out, please do turn on them post notifications and subscribe to the channel. Road to 1 mil. And don't forget to join our giveaway Discord, top description. And with that being said, I love you guys, and shout out to my YouTube members. Peace.